Robert Hansen was a respected baker, known for his meticulous craftsmanship and dedication to his trade. He owned a bakery in Anchorage, Alaska, a city known for its rugged beauty and close-knit community. Hansen's bakery was a local favorite, celebrated for its delicious bread and pastries that brought joy to many. However, beneath this wholesome exterior, Hansen harbored a dark and sinister secret that would shock the community. He was a serial killer who preyed on unsuspecting women, luring them into the vast and remote Alaskan wilderness. Hansen would abduct his victims, fly them to isolated areas, and then hunt them like animals in a twisted game of cat and mouse. His double life was a chilling reminder of how appearances can be deceiving, masking the true nature of a person. To the outside world, Hansen was a family man, a successful businessman, and a pillar of the community, always ready to lend a helping hand. But beneath this facade lurked a depraved and calculating predator, whose actions would leave a lasting scar on the community. The stark contrast between his ordinary everyday life and his horrific crimes is what made his case so profoundly unsettling and terrifying. The story of Robert Hansen is a journey into the darkest corners of the human psyche, revealing the depths of human depravity. It's a tale of survival, resilience, and the enduring power of hope in the face of unimaginable terror, showing the strength of the human spirit. In the vast and unforgiving wilderness of Alaska, a real-life nightmare unfolded, leaving an indelible mark on the last frontier and its people. Robert Hansen lived a double life. By day, he was a hard-working baker. He kneaded dough, frosted cakes, and served customers with a smile. He was a familiar face in the neighborhood. People trusted him. They saw him as a harmless, ordinary man. But when the bakery lights dimmed, a sinister transformation took hold. Hansen would shed his baker's apron and become a predator. He would prowl the streets of Anchorage, searching for vulnerable women. These women, often caught in desperate circumstances, had no idea that the friendly face in the bakery was the face of their worst nightmare. Hansen was meticulous in maintaining his double life. He kept his hunting gear and weapons hidden away, far from his bakery and family. He compartmentalized his life, separating the light from the dark, the ordinary from the monstrous. And for years he got away with it. Robert Hansen targeted women on the margins of society, those who were often overlooked and forgotten. He preyed on those he believed wouldn't be missed: sex workers, runaways, and those struggling with addiction. These individuals, already vulnerable, became easy targets for his sinister plans. He would approach them with an offer of help, a ride, a job, or simply a listening ear. His demeanor was disarmingly friendly, making it hard for them to suspect his true intentions. Many of these women, desperate for any kindness in their lives, fell victim to his deceptive charm. They saw in him a glimmer of hope, a chance to escape their harsh realities. Once he gained their trust, he would lure them to his car, a chilling mobile cage equipped with soundproofing and restraints. The car, seemingly ordinary, was a trap from which there was no escape. He would drive them to the airport where his private plane awaited. The plane, a symbol of freedom and escape for most, became a terrifying vessel of horror for Hansen's victims. The plane, a symbol of freedom and escape for most, became a terrifying vessel of horror for Hansen's victims. They were flown to remote locations far from any chance of rescue. Hansen's method of control was as calculated as it was cruel. He meticulously planned each abduction, ensuring that his victims were completely isolated and helpless. He would often let his victims go free in the wilderness, only to hunt them down like animals. The vast, unforgiving Alaskan wilderness became their final, terrifying battleground. He armed himself with a hunting rifle and a terrifying determination, turning the vast Alaskan wilderness into his own twisted game reserve. His victims, already exhausted and terrified, stood little chance against his relentless pursuit. Hansen's plane was his instrument of terror. It gave him access to the remote and unforgiving Alaskan backcountry. He would fly his victims deep into the wilderness, far from civilization and any hope of rescue. He knew the terrain like the back of his hand, choosing isolated spots where he believed their bodies would never be found. On the ground, Hansen's reign of terror continued. He would stalk his victims through the dense undergrowth, relishing their fear. He would play a cat-and-mouse game, sometimes letting them run just to prolong their agony. The Alaskan wilderness, beautiful and serene to most, became a hunting ground for a monster. Hansen documented his crimes, keeping a chilling record of his victims. He would mark their locations on a map in his home, creating a macabre tapestry of his crimes. This map, later discovered by investigators, would become a crucial piece of evidence in his downfall. Section 5. Escape from evil. In 1983, Cindy Paulson, an 18-year-old sex worker, managed to escape Hansen's clutches. After being abducted and subjected to unimaginable horrors, Paulson found a moment of opportunity. While Hansen was loading his plane, she made a daring run for her life. Barefoot and terrified, Paulson ran through the streets of Anchorage, desperately seeking help. She eventually flagged down a truck driver who took her to safety and alerted the authorities. Paulson's escape was a pivotal moment in the investigation. Her detailed account of Hansen's crimes, coupled with his prior criminal record and suspicious behavior, finally gave police the break they needed. They obtained a search warrant for his home and plane, uncovering a cache of weapons, disturbing trophies, and the chilling map that would seal his fate. Confronted with the overwhelming evidence against him, Robert Hansen was arrested and charged with multiple counts of kidnapping, rape, and murder. He eventually confessed to the murders of 17 women, although the true number of his victims remains unknown. The details of his crimes revealed in court shocked and horrified the nation. In 1984, Robert Hansen was sentenced to 461 years in prison without the possibility of parole. He was spared the death penalty in exchange for leading authorities to the burial sites of some of his victims, bringing a measure of closure to their grieving families. Although justice had been served, the shadow of Hansen's crimes continued to loom large over Alaska. The case exposed the vulnerability of women on the margins of society and the terrifying consequences of unchecked evil lurking beneath a veneer of normalcy. The case of Robert Hansen left an indelible mark on Alaska. It shattered the state's image as a pristine wilderness, a place of rugged individualism and untamed beauty. The discovery of so many bodies scattered across the vast landscape served as a grim reminder of the darkness that can lurk even in the most remote corners of the world. For the families of Hansen's victims, the pain and loss were immeasurable. Many of them had clung to the hope that their loved ones were still alive, only to have their hopes dashed by the grim discovery of their remains. The healing process for many would be long and arduous. Hansen's crimes also had a profound impact on law enforcement in Alaska. The case highlighted the need for better communication and coordination between agencies, as well as increased resources for investigating crimes against women. What drove Robert Hansen to commit such horrific acts? It's a question that has haunted investigators, psychologists, and the public for decades. Some experts believe that Hansen's troubled childhood, marked by bullying and rejection, played a role in shaping his psyche. Others point to his deep-seated insecurities and need for control as motivating factors. Hansen's fascination with hunting, particularly the thrill of the chase, is well documented. It's possible that he derived a twisted sense of power and dominance from stalking and killing his victims. Whatever the reasons, Robert Hansen's crimes remain a chilling example of the depths of human depravity. The case continues to fascinate and horrify, serving as a stark reminder that monsters can lurk beneath the most ordinary of facades, and that even in the vast wilderness, no one is truly safe from the darkness that can reside within the human heart. Even today, decades after his crimes, the name Robert Hansen still sends chills down the spines of Alaskans. Known as the Butcher Baker, Hansen's reign of terror left an indelible mark on the community, forever altering the sense of safety and trust in this remote part of the world. His legacy is one of fear, pain, and a profound sense of loss. Families were torn apart, and the scars of his actions are still visible in the eyes of those who lived through those harrowing times. Yet, amidst the darkness, there are also stories of resilience and hope. The community came together, finding strength in unity and support, determined to heal and move forward. Cindy Paulson's courageous escape not only saved her own life but also led to the capture of a serial killer, preventing further tragedy. Her bravery shone a light in the darkest of places, inspiring others to speak out and seek justice. Her story is a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the will to survive even in the face of unimaginable terror. Cindy's determination and courage have become a beacon of hope for many. The case of Robert Hansen serves as a reminder that evil can lurk in the most unexpected places. It underscores the importance of vigilance and the need to protect our communities from those who wish to do harm. It also highlights the importance of listening to and believing victims, and of never giving up hope, even in the darkest of times. The community's response to Hansen's crime shows the power of collective resilience and the enduring human spirit. The echoes of Hansen's crimes continue to reverberate through the Alaskan wilderness, a haunting reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of the human spirit. The memorials and stories keep the memories of the victims alive, ensuring that their lives and the lessons learned from this dark chapter are never forgotten.